Alrighty, guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yes, we're gonna be doing the last episode of this beautiful series that I already missed. And I don't know why, but these past 2 weeks have been so heavy. Okay, so many emotions. So let's jump into this. We know that mom was saying her goodbyes. We already know what's coming in this episode. Based on the previews, we know that dad is also coming back into the picture. What this does for the relationship of him and his kids, we'll see. And I want to see at the ending. The ending should be very, very interesting, and I can't wait to see how they end it. Hopefully, it has a good ending. So, like usual, I'm gonna come in and out. I'm gonna be giving you guys little clips that I'm like, you know, impressed by, or like I want to talk a little bit more about. So bear with me, and like last time I will be able to play them. So thankfully, let's get let's get started. And one of the first things that I want to point out, honestly, we know that this particular part in the drama is really sad, and if you followed Earth before, you know that he can really do sad scenes, especially in Until We Meet Again. The very first episode is the most heartbreaking one, and it's done so because of what we need to discuss in the drama itself. So it was really beautifully constructed and beautifully done. It was sad, it was heartbreaking, but with that in mind, this scene over here, which I will play in a second, um mind you, can we talk about his nails? Beautiful. But the scene itself, they have made him cry so much, but the overall scene of how they're like building up the funeral of mom, and his emotions, and the emotions of not just him but also his brother and his sister. Wow, they did so good. Like, broke my heart watching it. Literally cried with him. That is just like, he did such an amazing job. Amazing job. Like, I'm not gonna cry because no, that's not a thing right now. But that was so beautiful, and I know that him and Prem have acted before. Um, so I know there's already this like chemistry that they have because of Until We Meet Again. But in Until We Meet Again, they don't interact, right? Because his character is from the past, whereas Prem's character was in the future. Team. I mean, was in the present. He's team. Um, so it was really nice to see them be brother, brother and brother, and have this connection. And you can see it, and I really enjoyed it. They did such a good job. Sister's also doing a good job, let me tell you. They're all doing great. Like, honestly, though, chemistry between these three is beautiful to see. I mean, there are siblings in the drama, so it's really nice to see that they have this beautiful thing. I took the volume off because it was too high. We had to change it before I paused. Um, but what I noticed too, him, yes, he can do these scenes, but it's a little harder for him to, I guess, cry. Or maybe it's just what I noticed in this character, and like the particular character. Um, because he doesn't really like bawl his eyes out. The one who's cried the most, obviously, has been Earth. And that I think goes with the fact that he is, the baby brother, and he's primarily supposed to be, the older brother, and then his sister is like the middle child, I believe. Probably wrong. No, I think she's the middle child. So, because Earth is a baby, he is gonna cry a little bit more. But they're all doing pretty good. Actually, let me make this a little bigger for you guys. Yeah, I think. Okay. But so far, so beautiful. They've done a really good job. Just like this scene again. The topic itself is really sad. We just lost a parent, but the way they've been able to film it and capture this moment of siblings, you know, they're ultimately like all they really have is each other right now. So it's really beautifully done. Like they didn't overdo it, they didn't underdo it. It was just like it is what it is. Like they're all grieving right now, and like the crying, like that just breaks my heart, especially because they made Earth cry so much. And I'm telling you, when I saw Until We Meet Again, that beginning scene, it was like you get shocked by it because you don't expect to get such a punch in the face in episode 1, which you rarely get. But wow, that destroyed me. And I can't with him when he cries. He destroys me. I love him that much. But let's keep going. I know more stuff is gonna happen, so let's keep going. And honestly, in the preview, when we saw that Dad was gonna come back into the picture, I don't know why I had pictured him barging into, okay, maybe not barging into the funeral procession. But I thought that they were actually going to confront him, like all of them. So and like from here you can tell that like Eo is like not a-okay with his father being there because he has his issues with him. But the fact that they allowed him to, okay, go take a minute, we'll talk to him, we'll see what's up. It was like, you know, the duty of the older brother and sister. And just like he says, like, it's still their dad. So there's only so much you could do with the situation. So, yeah. But yeah. It was done really well. Again, I pictured it completely differently, but I liked how they did it. Another thing that I wanted to like bring into attention is this one where Cake closes the door and then he looks back into the room and it's like it's empty. It's it's a little lifeless, right? Calm down, phone. It's a little lifeless, and it's like it's that finality. Like, yep, that did happen. That is going to happen. And now they're upstairs or in the same floor, whatever. But they're in Mom's room, and the fact that Cake is the one that closes the door, looks in, we get his perspective, but at the same time, we all know that there's like heavy things happening upstairs, like, which honestly broke my heart when. Don't get me wrong, like I've watched the episode in its entirety already, and I had to like take a breather and calm down, and then I'm able to like record what my thoughts were in this. But this scene where we get that Ew finds out that his mom knew this whole entire time that she was sick. She was taking medications. She wasn't telling them. Like, we as the viewer knew, but the fact that he just saw this and then he just cries and like feels like he's like the worst son that has ever lived, and then they like hug and cry, and it's just one of the saddest moments in this BL, honestly, in this drama itself. It just punches again. It's a good punch in the gut. It's like bam, and then you just get another crying situation, and then they all hug, and it's just like, you guys are killing me here, but it's done so well. And I literally cried with them in this moment. Such a sad moment. So beautifully done, but such a sad moment. And you know what? I really appreciated the scene actually, because we all know why the brother talked to Cake and was like, "You have to help me out here." Like, he needs to understand that in order for him to heal, he has to talk to dad. Like, he has to close that chapter in his life. Like, he can't be angry anymore. Because if he holds on to that, it's not going to be good. And that sneak attack that the brother did, it worked. And I really appreciated this scene because he's not forcing him to do it. He's literally just like caressing him and being like, it's okay, like, it'll be alright, like, but you have to understand that this is not good for you. You have to let it go. You have to let it go, but it's like, I understand if you're angry, but why are you actually angry? Like, talk to me. Let's talk it out. And it's like, you guys, I can't. The fact that we literally see Earth's tears, like they're big drops, okay? It just, I can't see him this way. I need happier moments. We'll get happier moments, but I need happier moments. So much. But he is correct. I don't know what happened to the drama itself, but he is correct, you know. In order for you to have like proper healing, you know, you kind of have to forgive. Not necessarily forget, but you have to forgive. And you have to move on, because if you hold on to it, it's just not healthy. It's not good. And you know what? I love that we got to talk to dad. I love that we got to take it out, leave it all out in the open. And I love that, again, dad is not necessarily forcing him. I don't know if it's a slight disconnect of the characters, but I got the emotions from Earth. Not necessarily from this actor, but it's okay. They still did a good job. And you know what? I like that at the end of the scene, there's a hug. There's this, okay, dad, like, I'm not mad at you anymore. Let's move forward. I like that. He wasn't going to give him a hug. He was just going to be like, I'll see you later. But the fact that he gave him a hug, I liked it. I really did. It was really healing. That's the correct word. It was a lot of healing that happened there. Again, I'm not saying he forgets everything, because you don't always forget, but you have to learn to forgive. And it's really nice that he not only had the conversation, they both aired it out, and then they hugged it out, and it's kind of like a new beginning for them. Not necessarily a clean slate, but it's a new beginning for them, and I really like that. That was really nice. Come on. Please tell me that this hug isn't just everything. And I like how they put in a flashback to when he was little and they were a lot closer. Their relationship was, you know, I really liked how they did the editing. Because this is just heartbreaking. This is like beautiful to see. But then we see how like he really did love him. Because one of the reasons why Eo says that he thought his dad didn't stop smoking because he didn't love him. It's like, no, it's not because he didn't love you. He loved you. Clearly, he loved you. But sometimes it's hard to quit something that you've done for so long. But, and that's not an excuse, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes it's just hard sometimes. But that doesn't mean that he didn't love you. And that hug was beautiful. I'm telling you, a new beginning, and I loved it. I loved that for them. I truly did. And here we go with the first happy ending. Finally. Like, girly, you had him waiting for like forever and 2 days. But I like that she was like, okay. We're official. Because she made him wait. Wow. She was a tough cookie. But I mean, although she made him wait, we all understood why she made him wait, right? He was still in high school. He was still too young. And she was also dealing, you know, social pressures and whatnot. But I still applaud that she didn't give in to that, because that would have been a big mess. But, you know what? The fact that he used help from her brother to be like, where is she? Like, I need to like talk to her. And now they're like official. Good job. Good job. At least, good job. That's happy ending number one. Okay. Happy ending number one. I loved it. It wasn't like a big moment. But then again, she's not necessarily dramatic either. So it fits. It's very low key. It's okay. We can be official now. Um, but you can clearly tell they're both happy about it. I really liked it. You know what? When they had this scene, I was like, who is that? Who is that lady? I'm like, wait, no, that's Cake's sister. And come on, who didn't see that coming? We all have paired them, and I think maybe back in episode like 4 or something, where we saw they interacted with each other, and the fact that it essentially stayed in the family, right? And the fact that Cake's sister is with Il's brother, and their mutual friend is with Il's sister. Good job. It's very interesting, but I like how the pairs worked. They look really happy. They do. I feel like it's so deserved. It might be a little weird for them to coexist right now, but it has been a year, so um, and I like that they even reference dad in there. It's like, oh yeah, we talk to dad now, so it's really nice for them to have that extra support system. Like they literally, I wanted to like to put this little scene because he literally calls out. It's like, oh, dad's calling, and they kind of all come back in, and they have this like cute little moment here. Like you can tell they're in such a happy stage in their lives, you know. Like we were able to get through it, bring him back in, build this new relationship, and keep it. And it's been a year in there, so in between everything that happened, so they're doing really good. I love that. It looks so healthy, honestly. I believe this is the actual ending, right? This scene has to be the ending. It's the scene that we've grown to want, based on the song. It's that last picture that we see before the drama officially starts, before the episode starts. And I like that we get this conversation of, 12% situation. And it's really cute, and they did such a good job. And honestly, do I wish we had like an extended cut? Maybe. Am I happy with the way they ended it? Yes. Ultimately, yes, it is a good ending. There's personally, I wish that we had more of them as like university students. I feel like we had a lot of their like high school life, and I would have liked to see more of their college life and how they like dwelled into this like love story. But don't get me wrong, it was really well done. I really enjoyed the whole thing. It was really good. I will recommend it because it is a good drama. They did a really good job. The chemistry was on point. Um, the crying was on point when it needed to be. But that would be like the only one thing that I would like to change. I mean, I do understand that we got a lot of their high school because we had to understand their bond and how important they were to each other and their friendship, and they're not just friends, they're like everything to each other, and it was really hard for them to separate um, from each other. So it was, again, it's a really great story. I drew and will recommend. Um, but they did such a good job. Honestly, I'm gonna miss them. Um, I'm glad that I had this ending. I'm glad that we had 14 episodes because honestly, when I thought it was ending at episode 12, I was like, oh, there's a lot of things that are still not resolved for me. But I'm glad that it did end the way it did. We had a lot of loose ends that were finished and properly cut, and I really appreciated it. I really did. I'm gonna miss them. And this is the ending. They were just being cute in the scene. I'm not gonna play for you guys. They give me diabetes, okay? Um, but definitely this ending scene. Good job, guys. I want to remember them like that. Just, in front of their house, staring at. I'm going to assume this is just maybe like a little river or something that runs through where they live. Just there together, just having a moment. They did a good job. They really did. I'm gonna miss them. But that's it for this drama. This drama has officially ended. And let's see what else they come out with. Whether it's a BL or regular drama, I can't wait to see what they come up with next. And let's cheer for these guys because they're doing a great job. They both celebrated their birthdays. Not that long ago, I believe. So, they're both really cute. I saw all that footage. Don't worry. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys with that one. It was really good. I'm gonna miss them. Hopefully, you guys come back for the next drama that we're starting because we're starting another one, and I'm excited. But yeah, let's give a little reminder over here if there is any other series that you want me to look into while I am looking for things that I shouldn't be looking for more because I already have a long list. You can always let me know and then I'll see what I can do. And then yeah, I'll leave you guys here and I'll see you guys on the next one. Remember, you can always like and comment and share and subscribe. You do not have to, but you're more than welcome to do any or none of the above. That is completely up to you. I cannot make you, but hopefully you do decide to stick around and subscribe, or if you're already subscribed, literally stick around. There's a lot more content coming. 2 episodes a day. I am going to continue that going forward, so please stick around and see all the other things that I'm watching, which hopefully you guys are watching too. But until the next series, I will see you guys later. Bye.